Alright, it is Saturday and I'm feeling a little under the weather. I was really tired yesterday and I think that was because I had to start work at 4 a.m. for an emergency repair. Water leak. One mechanical room was 5 a.m. I worked 4 to 4 yesterday. Yeah, I woke up with a scratchy throat. I was just tired, so. I got my solar panels in. I got a Rudedogii. That's the same brand I've used before. I was going to order another one, but it turns out, I guess this is the older model. I don't know how old this is. I got this free from a friend of mine. I guess there's probably a date back there or something, but nothing wrong with it. It's 100 watt, and I figured I'd order another 100 watt, but I guess this is the newer models. And I go, well, I kind of want them to match, right? I was reading the specs on them. The specs are a little different between these two and that one, so let's keep them even, just order 2 more. Make everything even, right? The good thing is, these are a couple inches shorter, and I think they'll fit better with my satellite antenna. We'll see. I ordered some mounting brackets, but they're on their way. I was hoping they'd be here this morning, but so far nothing. But let's see how these are going to fit up there. Alright, they're going to sit something like that. I might move them back just a little bit, but that's pretty close. See, and they don't go all the way back, so that might work out for my satellite antenna. So I think what I'm going to do is paint the frames black like I did the other one. But I want to see how those brackets are going to work. I think there's one that goes in the middle that'll hold both sides down, so that means they'll come closer together, and then I can do something on the sides here. You know, I'm thinking like a bolt between the 2 rods and a plate on the bottom. I think. So I have to wait till them brackets come in, but that's what it's looking like. Might have to run and get some more paint. Back to Ace Hardware. All right, Sunday. Yesterday I didn't do a whole lot. Wasn't feeling very good. Woke up with a scratchy throat in the morning. But all I did was I went to the gym and had a pretty good workout, but then the rest of the day I was just not feeling good. Thought I was catching a cold or something. Popped all my vitamins and just rested up. Today, I'm feeling better. Went out and had breakfast and popped some more vitamins, and hey, let's get out in the sunshine. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today. So I just parked my car back there and getting out on foot. Head on up this trail right here. Go all the way around. Should take me about an hour and a half, I think. Oh, it's not a good angle with the sun right now because the sun's about 5 o'clock. But yeah, I'll fit that way, right? Just enough, I think, to get the brackets on the side. And I'll put some in the middle like this one right here. See, but how do I tighten them up? I'm gonna run a bolt down through here, but that means I'd have to hold them, or yeah. How do I hold the nut underneath, right? So if I put a nut in there, a bolt in there, looking up, I'll have to set the bolts first and then put the brackets over the bolt. So let me show you. All right, I just got home from work and I'm not gonna have time to do this tonight, but Yeah, I'm gonna put them like that, you see? And then put the nut on there and tighten them up so they squeeze between the bars. And then that bracket will go over the top. Yeah, and then that bracket will go over the top, clamping the solar panel down. Now, I can only do it on the end, so it's be like 1, 2, 3, 3 on each side. And then the ones in the middle are these brackets here. See that? Maybe put 3 on there. 1, 2, 3. And on this end, it's not gonna have anything, I guess. I guess it'll be all right. Yeah, so we'll do 3, we'll do 6. If I got 6. I don't know, I got a box of them. I forgot how many I got in the box, but 4 should do it, or, you know, 2 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 in each panel, and then 3 all across the bottom there. And it's that, yeah. And that'll take care of that, right? So that's what it looks like. I painted them black. The frames were aluminum. So I painted them black to match the rack. And I think that looks all right. And now I'll have to paint the brackets, right? Now I saw a rack the other night on another truck in a Tacoma, different brand of rack, but his rack sat tighter to the body. I guess this could too, but you'd have to take these brackets off. I mean, it'll come down a little, which I could still do. I better think about that before I tighten up before I mount the solar panels, because you've got to get to the nuts on the back side of these brackets to lower it. Yeah. Yep. Back to the drawing board, no? Let's see. It'll come down just like a 1/4 inch. Yeah, maybe more than a 1/4. So it's gonna come down, it's gonna sit on top of this bracket, but the instructions say to run this all the way up. It's up. For some reason, I don't understand why we do that, but all right. So these are the brackets I got. See, they're adjustable. These are for the ends, and these are for this when you put 2 solar panels together, right? But I got more of these than I do these, so I got 4 for each panel on the end. 2, 2, and then I'm only gonna need 3 in the middle, I think. I think 3 would do it. Leaves all these extras. These brackets actually come with this little wedge, but it's not going to work for me. I had to go out and buy longer bolts and nuts and washers. I bought lock nuts, the nylon lock nuts. But right now I'm going to paint this stuff so it matches, so it doesn't look so obvious, right? That's all, folks. All right, Saturday, was it March 1st now? Already? So I got my solar panels, and I think I got a plan, but I want to secure this rack a little better than just these little clamps. Where they at? Right there, yeah. They just hook on the side. I don't know about this. You know, you tighten them up, but are they gonna stay tight with all the shaking? So I'm thinking I could secure them with some screws. Yeah, throw some screws in like right there. But that makes one ugly ass hole if one of these days you want to take the rack off. You know, big old hole right there to fix. So I'm thinking better off, if I'm gonna put any holes in, to put a hole down through the L brackets on the inside. Put that down through the onto the top. At least if you go to remove the rack, you can't see the holes from down here, right? Yeah, that's the idea. I've been thinking about this for about an hour right now. I gotta do this before I put the solar panels on, because once I do, I can't get to the backside of this bracket to adjust these bolts. I adjust these brackets too, so I got a plan. Yeah, let me go loosen up. I'll go loosen up the other side, and because I want to lower this too. I'm going to lower that gap, bring this rack down so it's sitting on the brackets. Well, before it starts raining, you know, all week it's been in the 80s. It's been over 80 degrees all week, and Saturday comes along and it's cold and cloudy. I even had to put some pants on because it's cold out here. All right, guys, it's already 2 o'clock. This is taking me a while. I took the mounting brackets back off and readjusted them one more time, and yeah, I think I got it down now. So everything's solid. Now to mount the solar panels. The brackets kind of working out pretty good. There's no support in the middle though. They're just not going to work that way. The one in the middle's not going to work. I hope this is going to be enough. I'm just worried about the center section and maybe these frames coming apart due to the vibration, if you know what I mean. It's only a plastic thing right there. I think that's what it is, keeping things together. Yeah, these brackets work pretty good, except I had issues with this bolt. I could have used a 1/4-inch bolt. As you can see how tight the nut is to the bracket. But if I used a 1/4-inch bolt, I'd have problems mounting them to these bars. In other words, I'm going from underneath, see? Look the bolt up. Now these 1/4-inch bolt, they're gonna go right through. So I use like a bigger washer, like a fender washer. Well, then I don't have enough room between the side bracket. You know what I'm saying? So this one's in. It feels solid. I gotta make sure I keep my wires out because my connections, because once I put the other panel, I won't be able to get to them. So we'll poke them out now. I'll have to get the cables and then feed them in and then tie them together. But I want access to them. I don't want them to go underneath there. Once the panel's in, I won't be able to get it. I have to fish it out, right? So, I mean, put the other panel down, and I think that's all for today, because this weather's, man, it warmed up a while ago. I took my hoodie off, and then the wind started kicking up, and then got cold again, and this is taking a lot longer than I anticipated, but it's working out. Now on these L brackets, I was tempted to put a screw down in there, but I still didn't want to be drilling through the top. And I was thinking about putting a screw through here, but then that's going to make one ugly hole if I ever have to take the brackets off. So what I did is I got this adhesive caulking, see that right there, that clear, underneath those L brackets, just to help support it, to secure them down. Once that sets up, it should be okay. Now, I was looking for some 3M. On my other trucks, I use some 3M marine adhesive caulking. Stuff's really good. Stays flexible, but it's really super sticky. I couldn't find any at the Ace Hardware. All they had was this stuff I never heard of before. But it looks like it might work. That's what's going on here. I gotta hurry up. It's getting cold out here. Oh, I have to throw some shoes on, huh? All right, 3:15. Finally got everything taken care of. It's looking pretty good. Solar panels are mounted up. Now, are they going to stay? I hope so. We'll see. Only one way to find out. Everything's tight. I'm going to have to wire it. Bring the wires down into the cab, probably like I did on the Colorado, from the back of the seat there. It's looking pretty good. So one thing I did want to look at was the noise issue, the wind noise. All right, so typically these cars have vents in them so the air flows through, so you don't sit in there and suffocate like a submarine, right? And for other reasons, it's got to breathe a little. So typically you're in the trucks or in the back side. Sometimes they're in the doors, like in my Bronco, there was a little vent on the bottom of the door panel. This truck's interesting, guys. I've never seen stuff like this before. There's like a piece of weather stripping right there between the bed and the cab there. It's just a loose piece, but it's kind of interesting. And I was looking down in there. On the other side above the gas tank, I see a piece of insulation or something in there. I don't know what's going on there. It don't look like it belongs there, but maybe, I don't know. It's hard to get to because the gas tank's in the way. It looks to me like it's just sitting in there. But, okay, so we're in the back of the truck here. Fold down the seat, and behind the nice carpeting they got back here is the vents are back here. Oh no, what is this? Hey. Well, that's part of your fuel filler, right? Oh, I was wondering what's sticking out. That's weird that it's back behind this. I think that's what it is. Why would it be back there? Oh, maybe it went down there with the jack, right? This is your emergency fuel filler for your unleaded gas tank. So you slide that in there so you can put a, I guess a gas can in there. You know what I mean? Because typically the unleaded gas has a really small pipe on the end. I think that's what that is. Maybe it goes under here somewhere. For some reason it was sticking out of a hole. There is a hole right there. Why would it be in there? But yeah, you know what? There's no insulation back here. My Colorado, this was an insulated panel. I mean, the truck had insulation all over. It had insulation in the front firewall, in the engine compartment, and inside the cab. Insulation here, insulation underneath the carpet. This is just nothing. There's nothing back there. Maybe I'll have to get some of that sound deadening stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Jack.